What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over a basketball game for Tuesday, February 28th, 2023. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks for today, for this game, for all the games anyway. Let's go ahead and get to the game that I'm going to be looking at for you. I'm going to be doing the Bucks versus the Nets. We're looking at Bucks following there on a 14-game winning streak. So we'll just see if they're in line to keep going, or maybe the Nets spoil their 14-game winning streak. I'll just go over the numbers for both sides on that. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way that I have it structured here is I have the road team up top, their coach's record, their season record, their road record, any type of winning or losing streak that they're on. In the middle is the all-time head-to-head between the two teams. And then at the bottom is the home team, season record, home record, coach's record, and any other notes that I want to add to go with it. So let's go ahead and jump right into the game. I always start with the home team first. We'll go over some numbers for the home team to win this game, and then we'll go over some numbers for the road team to win this game. So starting with the home team, the Nets. If the Nets going to win this game, we could look at something like it being the 61st game of the season for the Bucks, 61st game of the season for the Nets. The Bucks can get their 18th loss for the season. 61 mathematically is the 18th prime number, as the Nets get their 35th win for the season. 35, if you write it out. 35 sums to 61, the 18th prime number. And if you want to type in the number 18, 18 also sums to 35. And it sums to 73. Today has 73 date numerology on the Gregorian. But yeah, 61st game for the season for the Bucks, 61st game for the season for the Nets. Nets can get their 35th win. 35 written out sums to 61. Bucks can get their 18th loss, 61, the 18th prime number. The Bucks would sit on 43 wins for the season as they end their 14-game winning streak, 43, the 14th prime number, as their coach gets his 114th loss regular season as a coach specifically for the Bucks. Just kind of has that 1-4 look to it. But if you spell out the number 14, it sums to 40. And the Nets coach would get his 40th win regular season for his career as a coach specifically for the Nets to go with. Today we'll have 19 date numerology on the Gregorian. 14 and 19, spelled correctly, are similar in 2 of the 4 base ciphers. 19 also sums to 40. And the Nets can get their 19th home win for the season, as Bucks in their 14-game winning streak with the loss, sitting on 43 wins, the 14th prime, as the Nets coach gets his 40th win regular season as a coach for Nets. 19 sums to 40, 14 sums to 40. The Nets, they would get their 78th regular season head-to-head win against the Bucks. 78 is the 12th triangular number. Today has 37 date numerology on the Gregorian, the 12th prime number. It also has 73 date numerology, the 21st prime number. 12 and 21, they're just reflections of each other. And Nets could become 2-1, like 21 head-to-head against the Bucks for the season, as they get their 78th regular season head-to-head win against the Bucks to go with. And I think that might be it for what I have for the Nets side to win this game. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Bucks. What would it look like for the Bucks to win this game?
Sorry to interrupt this video, you guys, but I need a huge favor from you. Can you go ahead and like this video and leave a comment below on who you think's going to win? It's going to help with the YouTube algorithm. It's going to help grow my channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. let's go ahead and get back into the video.
Well, to start off, we go back to the 61s. It being the 61st game for the Bucks, 61st game for the Nets. 61 mathematically is the 18th prime number. However, instead of the Bucks getting their 18th loss for the season, they can go ahead and get their 18th road win. And then they would keep the Nets on 18 home wins with the Nets loss. Both teams would have that 18-12 record. Bucks would become 18-12 on the road. Nets would become 18-12 at home with the loss. It is a day with 73 date numerology on the Gregorian, the 12th prime number, as well as 73 date numerology, 37, 73, reflections of each other. One is the 12th prime, the other is the 21st prime, 12 and 21 reflections of each other. But 18, if you write it out, sums to 73. They could become 18-12 on the road, 18-12 at home with a loss. 37, 73 date numerology on the Gregorian, 37 the 12th prime. The number 18 sums to 73. The Bucks, they can get their 122nd all-time head-to-head win against the Nets on a day with 53 date numerology. 53 written out sums to 122. As the Nets get their 27th loss for the season. 27 sums to 53. The Bucks, they can get their 15th win in a row. And I think this would matter if Giannis plays. I think he was out on Sunday, but they still won. But if he plays in this game, it'd be more of an indicator for me, I guess, for the Bucks potentially getting their 15th win in a row. Giannis, he wears the number 34. And if you spell out 15, it sums to 34. And if he plays, you can just add it to this. But the Nets would sit on 34 wins for the season with a loss. They would become 34-27 for a season record. They would sit on 34 wins as Bucks get their 15th win in a row. 15 sums to 34. And the star player on the Bucks, he wears the number 34. So that would be my connection to the 15th win in a row if they were to do it. And I think that's it for the Bucks side. You got the 18-12. They would become 34-27 with the loss. 53 date numerology, 27 sums to 53. Sit on 34 wins as Bucks get their 15th in a row. 15 sums to 34. I didn't see a whole lot for the 44. Bucks becoming 44-17. Maybe they sit on that 17 losses for the season on the 59th day of the Gregorian, 59, the 17th prime number. But at the same time, you can say that the Bucks can sit on 17 road wins with a loss, 59, the 17th prime number. So you can say it either way. So the 17 and 18 are kind of tricky for the Bucks because they can either get their 18th road win or their 18th loss. They can sit on 17 losses or sit on 17 road wins. So it kind of goes back and forth. But that's what I have for both sides. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to the game. Give you a little bit of understanding for both sides. Adds to a decode that you already have. Get you started on a decode if you haven't already gotten started. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate the support. Hopefully you guys win all the money in the world. And I will see you guys in the next video.